So the last part here is just practicing analyzing parts of graphs, so doing like graph puzzles. And it's just kind of seeing how the different parts of the graph and different shapes can relate to each other. So here we have along the bottom f of x, okay, along the top we have f prime. So what we want to do, make sure we're doing is relating that horizontal slope here on the f graph to a 0 position on the f prime. Okay, and the other main thing is if it's going down, okay, if it's going down, we have negative slope or negative y positioning. If it's going up, like that, we should have positive y position on the derivative. Okay, so again, for this next one here, same thing. We have our horizontal tangent there at 2. Okay, it should be equal to 0 there. We have our positive slope. Okay, so we have our positive slope here. Okay, which means we have positive y positioning here. We have our negative slope down here, and that means we have a negative y position there. Okay, so those are the main ideas. For the last two we'll do together. Here we have 0 slope, 0 slope, so that should relate to those coordinates here. Here we have 0 slope, 0 slope, so again those relate to those coordinates here like that. Okay, and then when we talk about positive slope, or sorry, let's start with the positive slope. So we're sloping positive through here, we're going to have positive values. And notice that the maximum point here is where there's actually an inflection here. Okay, there's an inflection point there because it's changing from going more positive to more negative slope. Okay, so here we have positive slope in here, positive slope in here. Again, we have positive y coordinate there. And for the negative slope areas, okay, so we're going down here and down here, we have negative, negative. Through here we have negative slope, so we have negative y positioning all in through there. And again, where we have this max point is an inflection, or sorry, min point, because it's going from more negative to less negative. More negative to less negative is going to have that inflection on there. Okay, so here we have this function. It's continuous for negative 2 to 3. And it says it has 4 criteria. F prime does not exist at 0. F of 2 equals 0, so we have a horizontal tangent. F prime of 2 equals 0, so we have horizontal tangent. And we have the second derivative is less than 0, so concave down for all points except where it's not defined at 0. Okay, so we could do this by process of elimination. So if f prime does not exist at 0. Okay, well that's true for A, true for B, because there's a kink at 0. Okay, there's a kink there. Okay, it's not true for C, so we can eliminate C because it does have a derivative at 0. It's discontinuous at 0 here, so it's not differentiable, so it doesn't exist at 0. And again, there's no derivative at that kink at 0. F prime of 2 equals 0. Okay, so that means we have a horizontal tangent at 0. Okay, sorry, horizontal tangent at 2. That one fits the bill, that one fits the bill, that one has a horizontal tangent at 2. They all have horizontal tangents at 2, so that doesn't really help us out. The last part here says f double prime is less than 0, means it's always concave down except at that point where we can't differentiate. Well, concave down, okay, so this means that it's concave down. Well, that is not concave down. Okay, this piece here is concave up, so that again doesn't work. Here this is all concave down, so that is true, yeah, that one works. And this is all concave down as well, so this one also works. Okay, so there's two answers to this. These two both could be the graph of f because it fits all the criteria. Okay, so it has closed interval, yeah, the endpoints. Okay, Although this one here is a it does say it's a continuous function. Oh, I missed that part, didn't I? There is this issue of continuity. Where is this? It's a continuous function, so I didn't see that. And so we have to get rid of that. So it's definitely not that, because this is discontinuous. So then the answer must be E, okay, based on that criteria as well.